And welcome back to Music Free Gaming. I hope you're having a fabulous day. It is Tuesday. I almost forgot that. Yesterday was Memorial Day here in the US, and it's great and all. It was nice having the day off from work, but my whole schedule is just completely blown right out the window. But it is, in fact, Tuesday, and I am, in fact, going to stream. So, I remembered something. Hey, let's get into Create Mod, and we're going to build an ice cream shop today. It's going to be fun. Okay, so here we be in the ice cream shop of shoppiness. All right, or at least where I want the ice cream shop of shoppiness to be. It's going to be here, okay? Because that seems like a good place for it to be. Now, as I started shaping this out on stream on Saturday. Oh, hang on. Apparently I have to move some trains because they just are stupid. Okay. I don't know what they're doing, but whatever they're doing, they should do it better. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we've totally all right. Yeah, you know what? This is so great. This is so great. Here, you go there and maybe whoa. Okay. I don't know where it's going, but that way, I guess. Anyway, hopefully today we won't have to do too much. Woo, train. Too much management of the trains. They'll just go on by themselves and do their thing. But I can't jump. No. Jetpack, it's just getting in the way. Anyway, so I was working on the building a little bit on Saturday. Now, we're definitely going with this blue theme, which I think is going to look cool. But I do like the idea here of maybe coming in with the quartz pillars on the inside. Okay. Something sort of along those lines. Okay. Probably up like that would be nice. Okay. Now, how do I want this to go? I think, first off, I don't want that to be a solid wall. Whatever else happens, that should not be solid. The other thing to consider is whether or not I actually want this just to be sort of square shaped, right? Because I've got a lot of squarish buildings, which is fine, right? Squares can be good. But I think actually what I want to do, and it's going to be a little bit weird, but I think what I want to do is let's bring this out this way a little bit. Just as I'm looking at this, let's maybe come right here. All right, and maybe we'll put the door kind of like this. Or maybe I'll do a double door there, something. Okay. And let's open that up. Right? And maybe what I'll do is we'll just kind of come in like this. So the idea is you'll come in this way. I kind of feel like I do want this to be a double door. And something like that. Let's take out that corner and right, we'll do something kind of sort of like this, okay? And then this side will be a window or something, okay? This will totally make sense and stuff, right? All the stuff, it's going to make sense. Now, apparently I'm going to need to go get some more terracotta. So let's make that happen. And Also, I have a feeling you're gonna be a problem here. You go there. I don't know where you're going, but go that way. All right, let's go get terracotta. I have a feeling you couldn't go any further because the lava truck had gone that way. Okay. Okay, I admit it. This is my fault. I caused this issue. Sorry. Sorry. This is my fault. Here, you come here. All right, and then you can go right there. And yeah, okay. Great. Great. No, we're good. Everything's wonderful here. Everything's fine and dandy and stuff. Okay. Yeah, that's totally it. Both dandy and fine. Okie schmoky. Hey, Carp, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. Oh, I was getting terracotta before the trains crashed. First day as a software engineer intern. Nice. Well, that could be fun. Yeah, I like to program, but not to the extent that I want it to be my job. So good on you for getting in and doing something that can be really cool. All right, terracotta. Let us get some terracotta. Yeah, that's probably enough. So hopefully it went well. All the interning. Yeah, something my son's going to be getting into here probably next year. He's studying game design, and an internship is probably going to be in his future. But not until next summer, I would expect. Oh, yeah, I have been working on the ice cream shop for a while. I mean, it's been... Hopefully we'll be able to get it done. If not completely done today, we'll get most of it done today, I think. God. Chocolate and ice cream colliding. Okay, I was going to go stand on that tree, but apparently I should not. All right. Here, you go that way. And you go that way. And maybe try not to crash next time, okay? We good? We good. So what brick is that? That is blue brick, surprisingly enough. And I think that one comes from Create Mod. Let me sleep and then we'll take a look. Okay, sleeping and Create Deco is where this one comes from. So it's the Create Deco mod. And it adds some cool bricks. Okay. All right, so if I bring this way, bring this here. Okay. I think this'll be a little bit more of a fun shape, perhaps. Let's get that quartz out of the way. Okay. And we've got some terracotta. Now, I may do a little bit more with this floor. I'm not entirely sure, but for now, it's okay. I want to pull out that, or do I want to bring this corner up? These are the hard questions, you know. See, I could bring this like that. Though, actually, I kind of like the idea of this being an open window here. or at least a large picture window as opposed to, you know, a window that is open, which would be, you know, weird and stuff. Okay. So yeah, so if we do something along these lines, okay. All right. Pop this up here. We'll set up a double door going in here. And yep, and I think I'm gonna do some other detailing with those bricks, but we're gonna stick with that for now. And said I just want to get the shape of this building in place, okay? Now I kind of feel like maybe I should do something with these corners here. Okay, lurking. Have a fun lurk. Okay, so what I could do, nope, it's not really a command here, but, you know, welcome to type it in anyway. See, I could come in with some little quartz here and see if maybe a thing happens. Maybe. I'ma maybe place the blocks and they maybe be alright. I think I need something a little bit darker here. I mean, it feels like, boy, if it's not one thing, it's another. All right, the sandwich will go over this way. You go there. You go there, and just go. And try not to crash into each other, okay? Trains, man. The trains, they're dumb. Okay. All right. So right now, what do I have? I've got this. Now, I don't think I like the quartz pillars here. I think I need some sort of orange here. Now, I could use terracotta. But I think let's grab some of the stripped acacia and see what this will do. It's a little bit different orange from the terracotta. It's a little bit brighter. I think this might be okay. I think. Is it going to be okay, but maybe? I don't know, but maybe. It's gonna be a color here for maybe certain. Okay, I like the different color there. I said I don't know if I want it to be. I actually don't know if I want it to be the stripped acacia, but I do like the color, and I actually like that it's a little bit different from this terracotta. Okay. I think having it being a different color from that floor is probably a good thing. Okay. So that's great. Let us see what we're going to see here. All right. So yeah, so if I bring that up and around kind of like so. Oh, it's a kind of like sewing, wherein I don't know where it's going. Because I'm bad at sewing. Okay. This musical interlude brought to you today by I have no idea how to use thread. Also carry a tune, but that's okay. We'll just move on. Okay, so these oh, I think these guys have stopped each other. There. Let's do this. You go there. Okay. It's going the wrong way, but perhaps, maybe. Oh, well, actually, he's going that way, so cool beans. All right. All right, that's great. Okay, so anyway, so bringing a little bit of this orange in, and I think what I'll do is we'll replace this quartz down here. Do I want to? I could do the same trick I did over there with some long bricks. It's definitely a possibility here. Corner bricks or long bricks? Corner bricks don't. Yeah, those are just long bricks. The corner bricks don't have anything. Here. So the corner bricks are just completely straight, and the long bricks actually do have a couple of those vertical lines in them. Okay, so let's just grab this, and this will be kind of similar to what happened with the Italian restaurant, but that's okay. Right? So we can just bring this right across like that. Okay, yeah, that's a train. That's a little bit better. And I think what I want to do is I'll take some white stained glass, but I might do that in panes rather than blocks. But this is going to be a window. It's going to be white. Okay. Just going to come in here. Let's get some white stained glass. All right. So basically, this is going to come in here like so. All right. So we're going to have something like this, which I think is going to look pretty good. And then, ooh, do I want to use the long bricks on top of that? I think I do, but I might make this a little bit taller. We'll play with that a little bit because we've got some space here and some other things. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm not totally convinced that that's how I want to do things, but we'll go with that for the moment. All right, so what I could do, is I could fall. If I could fall in love again, it would be with you. Oh, bricks of blue. Okay. Excuse me for a minute. There is excessive cheese happening here. And also, all right, here, you go. Or don't, that's okay. Yep. I definitely need to look at a couple of places where there's some more things. So, am I singing again? Yes, I am singing again. It's a thing. I do it. I can't help it. You know, it's a thing. I do it. Anyway, how you doing, Snoopers? I finally got a tracking number for that package. Hasn't actually shipped yet, but I actually have a tracking number. All right, so if I bring this across this way, honestly, that might be okay. Let's see what happens when we get over here. I'm going to have to get some more stuff, though. Can I sign far away? Probably. Long blue bricks. Can I sing far away? Probably not. Oh, it's probably a good thing that Twitch killed off their karaoke app. I Fortunately, those streams have disappeared forever. Okay. You know what? I think this. Whoa! Hi. I'm gonna bounce up and down now. Oh yeah, I did that for a couple of years for Extra Life. I was raising money for Extra Life, and yeah, it was. There was singing. It wasn't good singing, but there was a lot of it. Oh yes, so Jad, please meant to be followed by please sing farther away. Yes, that's fair. Okay, that is fair. All right. If I could, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, look, it's even. All right, so we've got a bunch of this going on here. I could put a quartz pillar right there, because we definitely have enough of the orange with the terracotta. All right, I think I want to do a little bit of something here. I just don't know what. Falling. That's obviously what I wanted to do. I wanted to fall. Because I can. Yeah, it's going to be one of those streams. Sorry. I apologize for those people who enjoy music. We're just not going to have any of that here today. You know, I met my wife in band. You know, she is a musician. I pretended to be a musician. That looks horrible. I think I need something here, but I think we're going to do a little bit of not block. Okay. I don't know what, but it's not going to be a block. Okay. Oops, that's the wrong brick. I need regular brick, please. Thank you. Yeah, and it's funny. She has what she describes as a constant soundtrack going through her head. There's just always music playing, and I totally get that. I totally get that. Maybe a nice plant. Yeah, actually, that's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea at all. I don't know what plant to put there, but you're right. A nice plant would be lovely. Maybe a rose bush. Okay, we'll figure out something. We'll detail later. Let's just get the rest of the shape of this building in. Honestly, I kind of like the idea here of making this open. Okay. So this quartz pillar would come up this way. All right, so I could come in here, watch as the trains get stuck. Right? You can look out this window as you're picking up your ice cream and see these two trains just getting way too friendly with each other. Okay? Honestly, it's kind of sick and wrong, and I'm surprised they let kids watch that sort of thing. You don't constantly have songs going through your head, but quite frequently. Yes. Very random and often annoying songs. Hey, welcome to the club. Welcome to the club now. Turn it up now. It's an emergency. Music is my sanity. All right. And I do need to get back here, and this is where the signaling will go, so we can actually order stuff. But all right. Actually, I kind of trade. I got hit by a sandwich. I got hit by a sandwich. I mean, it's not the first time I've been hit by a sandwich, and it probably won't be the last. But seriously, I need to stop getting hit by sandwiches. It's bad for my health. Okay. All right. Ooh, I do like the idea maybe of doing a little bit of a wall something there, but a little bit of, I think some color in these big gaps would be kind of good. And then, let's see. I ripped all this nonsense out and put in these long bricks. Okay. They are called that because they are from Long Island. Okay, that's just how that goes. Not because of the length of the brick, that's just where they're from. There's probably a good pun in there somewhere. Yeah. Is there a good pun in anything? Okay, with that in, I'm really, honestly, I'm thinking I want to pull. I mean, that chest is going to be a problem, but it's okay. If I open this up a little bit. Okay. All right, so again, I need to put the radios in. Do I actually have the redstone links on me? Probably not, because I was doing some stuff over the weekend and a little bit of building yesterday on some maintenance stuff I've been meaning to do around the world and just had not gotten around to doing yet. That's not going to be enough. Okay. Hi. Okay, hang on. I need to find casings. Okay. Casing. And, oh, brass casings. That's what I'm looking for. See, it's nice when I can find it. Oh. One of these days, one of these days I'll be back on a vanilla world, and I will almost certainly be missing REI and that search functionality. And now I'm thinking I might have to install it even in my vanilla worlds playthroughs, and that would be a little scary. All right. Okay, so these guys are going to come down this way. And what flavor ice cream did I put on these? Oh, okay. I'm going to have to go down there and look. I kind of feel like I need another. I'm going to need another thing here. Another train signal somewhere here. All right, hang on. I must train signal because apparently this is what I do now. I could be building an ice cream shop, but no, I'm going to be building a train signal. All right. You go in here. And great. That makes the lava train happy. All right. Yay, lava train is happy. That's what's important in life. Have you hugged your lava train today? I haven't. But I just tend to forget that it exists. So, it's not unlike how I am with children. Okay, that's not at all true. I remember they exist most of the time. Now, I was a bad parent one day. Actually, many days, but I remember one time my dad was visiting, and my daughter, my oldest, was acting up. I forgot why. Just it was just one of those things, kids sometimes just. So I put her in timeout with the expectation of, hey, she'll be there for, 5 or 10 minutes. And I got to talking with my dad about something, and I totally forgot she was in timeout. Wasn't until she called, can I get out of timeout? It's like, yes, I'm sorry. It's been half an hour or more. Yes, go play. I'm sorry. I felt so bad. Okay. Okay, so you're kind of stuck there. Turns out everybody is stuck. Probably because of a thing. Yeah, I mean, I did. I felt really bad about it. And I should feel bad about it because it's not good to leave your poor little kid, And she's such a sweet little girl. Okay, hang on. We're digressing into trains again. But she also had anxiety, which is not unusual in my family. And I'm sure that did not help her anxiety. Yeah, the trains just cannot figure out where the heck they are going. I just need a couple of extra signals here. Okay. Yeah, just a couple of extra signals so the trains can sort themselves out. It's like dating. I keep sending mixed signals, and I'm not sure I'm okay with that. Okay. Huh. I mean, that's cool and all, but also, I think I may have to do something a little bit over here with this corner, but I do sort of like what's happening here. Which we can totally see after I stop falling down the hole, because that's just what I do here. Your English are bad today, Snoopers. That's my everyday. Remember, I'm a math major because English is hard. Okay, so that would be kind of like there. So if I were to continue this little pillory weirdness, I'd be kind of coming up this way. And then like so. Right? And then this would come out. Right? And we would... Oops, those are long bricks. Give me not so long bricks. Okay. All right, we get sort of that interesting design. I can live with that. I can totally live with that. All right. Oh, I got distracted. Sorry, the trains distracted me. Oh, these don't have signals at all. Okay, cool. And these are all vanilla. Right. Okay, that means I'm using chocolate ice cream for this signal. All right. Okay, so these are all going to be chocolate ice cream, and then we'll do chocolate ice cream up top. And I'm just going to bounce around between different aspects of this project because doing this in any sort of logic and or order just doesn't make any sort of sense and stuff. Okay. Okay, I think that'll be good. And let's... I don't think I don't have a lot of acacia on me, so we'll... For now, I'm just going to put a... I'm going to put a stone button here because it's going to look really bad. Okay, but we're going to put another radio on this guy right there. I think that one is chocolate. Okay. Yeah, because we'll have to get that ordering system in place and figure out what all is going to happen. I think I want this to be an acacia button, actually. Doesn't matter what type of button, because all it's going to do It is chocolate, chocolate. Okay. Because all it's going to do is drop a bowl onto this line. And then depending on what we have selected, the ice cream will come through here and, you know, we'll get ice cream. It's going to be great. And these are all full except for the chorus fruit, unfortunately, because I need a chorus fruit farm. Still, I think I mentioned that in the newsletter this week, is that a chorus fruit farm is going to be on my list of things to do here soon. Okay. Yep, we've got some ice. All right, so great. Because I need Ice Ice Baby in my head. Could we, like, have different songs in my head, please? You know, like, good songs and not songs from really bad rappers? That would be great. Thanks. You know, also, that's going to go out. I think this is all going away. Oh, and I need to put the long bricks down here at the bottom. Okay. You know, it was a sign of the times when the second live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie came out. And they had Vanilla Ice singing the ninja rap. And it was... Yep, it was just that type of world. Okay, long blue bricks. Aha! Great. And of course, I watched that movie a lot, so I got to hear the ninja rap more than is probably good for anybody's sanity, which might explain something. Okay, this guy does not need to be here then. Okay. All right, shiny. So then what I can do is get in here with some white panes of glass. Oh, I think I know what I want to do. Okay. So we've got a couple of spaces, like right here. And then over here, we've got the same sort of thing over there. I think I might do something with some orange, orange glass, either regular glass or maybe this orange mosaic, which I think would be kind of cool. I'm gonna have to play with both of those. I think I actually have some of that orange mosaic, so let's see. Do I want to ensmallin that window a little bit? Because ensmallin is absolutely a word. I hereby declare ensmallin to be a word, and I don't care what, you know, the Oxford English Dictionary says. Ensmallin is 100% a word, and we should absolutely just go with it. We're just going with it. Ensmallin now is a word forever. Okay, because yeah, that's a thing. All right, so. All right, so some orange mosaic or just plain orange glass. Actually, the plain orange might be the way to go because it's flat and we're going to have all the texture of the brick behind it, which I think is going to be a good thing. Okay. If I could place all of this glass, then I'd say a rhyme that rhymes with glass. Probably a good thing that I did not go further with that song. I don't think there's any way that would have ended well. All right, so let's go see if I have some orange glass. Any of you remember Lamb Chop's Play Along or Lamb Chop's Sing Along, whatever it was? It was a kids show on PBS. Ooh, I do have orange stained glass. Wonderful. With Sherry Lewis and her puppets Lamb Chop and Hush Puppy and Charlie Horse. That was really funny. That was such a good show. And yeah, I thought it was all sorts of fun. Ack, where beeth my wheat? Oh, yes, of course that's wrong. At train. Okay. Righto. How mayeth we wheat today? You never watched it? Yeah, it was. That's not what's going to go there. I mean, it wasn't like it was. No, it was a great show. They, it won all sorts of Emmys for children's programming and stuff like that. And one of the things I liked about it was that it was. Okay, that goes there and there. Cool. Is that it was. It didn't treat the kids like they were idiots, right? I mean, have you ever seen those kids shows where it's like, oh yeah, we're going to assume that because the kid is like 6, they're an absolute complete moron. Lamb Chop was never like that. Lamb Chop was like, hey, yes, they're young, but we can have fun and we don't have to treat the kids like they're idiots. It'll be great. And yeah, it was all sorts of fun. But they had the song that never ends, which is how they ended every show. And oh yeah, there's a song that gets stuck in your head easily. Oh yeah. I think this is going to be good. This is the song that never ends. Goes on and on, my friends. People started singing it, not knowing what it was. And they'll continue singing it forever just because this is the song that doesn't end. Anyway, so yeah, it was all sorts of fun. And you know, I used to watch that all the time. Even though I was definitely not their target demographic. I was older. But the humor was fun and it was oh sure, there was a little sarcastic at times and things like that, but it was never it treated the kids like, hey, they can be smart. Kids can get these smart jokes. It's okay. Yeah, we'll need a little bit of something here. So I don't think I want to do that. I mean, it's not bad, honestly. I wonder what it looks like here. Ooh. I think I might go with that. But it was fun. So, obviously, you know, I watched the heck out of that because, of course, why not? Said, even though I was probably in high school or middle school or something about that when it came out. I had to have been middle school because my sisters were still around. Now, my mom hadn't moved east yet. But it was, I like this. But yeah, so that was cool. But then I found out later that Sherry Lewis used to be a stand-up comic. And sort of like Jeff Dunham, ventriloquism was her game. So she would do her stand-up comedy shtick with Lamb Chop, the puppet, right? Turns out if you look hard enough on YouTube, you can find some of her old nightclub acts. And, oh yeah, there's one scene that she does. She did one routine where Lamb Chop gets wasted. Lamb Chop gets a teeny bit drunk. And, oh, it's hilarious. Which was funny because, for the most part, Sherry's comedy was actually clean. So, I think I may split this window. But, so we'll play with that. But, I kind of like where this is going. I might change out the floor. Just because of where this color is going. But, This isn't too bad. But yeah, it was funny. I laughed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Uh-huh. Of course it's an even number. Sweet. Well, all right. Even numbers. Means I split it twice, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, I mean, or I just do this little job, kinda, maybe? No? Or actually, if I put those there. But no, it was fun. Those are long bricks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ah, yep. Oh, that was the best part of that documentary that Disney Plus put out about Jim Henson. I found out so many of those weird Sesame Street things because Jim Henson wanted to do experimental film, and they said, sure, just, you can do it during Sesame Street, just make it educational. And he did, and it was weird. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this floor is just wrong and needs to be something else. I don't know what it needs to be, but something else. But we have a lot of color action happening here in these walls, and I think it's wonderful. All right, so because working with panes of glass is so simple. Yes, I think we're... Okay, yep. Yep, no, that's fine. I totally have more white glass somewhere. Glass, cool. All right. All right, this is going to be... Oops, there it is. White paints. Yep. I also used to watch Barney. I know, it's weird. But, you know, when I was growing up, we used to... I lived in a fairly musical household, okay? Not my dad's house, but my mom's, okay? Dad loved music too, but differently. Okay. All right, we're going to highlight this one. Okay. A man stole a train and derailed it and was sent to court. He was put to the electric chair, but when they pulled the lever, it didn't work. He was a bad conductor. Okay. Okay. Nice, Carp. Nice. All right, so we've got that going on over there. Yeah, I like this blue and white thing we got going on. We're definitely going to need a little bit of something else. And as the roof comes in, I think we'll have a little bit of something going on. The crashing trains made you think of it? Nice. Very nice. Okay. So what I could do I want to bring that across this way? No. No, but I think what I want to do is fall down there, because that seems like fun. Oh, hang on. Did I double chocolate ice cream that? I did. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, some acacia buttons here would be good. And acacia there. And we'll label all of our lights. It's going to be wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to get this going. I am thinking though of maybe coming in with an acacia roof, which also might mean changing out these guys, right? These acacia pillars here. I think I might swap those out for something blue, right? Some more blue brick of some sort or other. But then give this an acacia roof, which would bring the orange up. But I don't know. I do. So this acacia looks wrong, but I don't know what would be right. Okay. So we'll think about that for a minute. I'm going to get some more acacia logs. But no, I used to watch Barney because I grew up in a household where, we used to sing all those kids' songs, right? John, Jacob, Jingleheimer, Schmidt, right? I don't know if you remember that song, but turns out his name is my name too. And, right, so we'd sing a bunch of those and a bunch of things. I don't remember most of it off the top of my head at the moment. But despite all of the cheesiness of Barney in a lot of ways, and it was bad, I loved hearing those old songs again. And so, I was happy to put on Barney just to hear some of those old kids songs again. Like I said, not that the show was particularly great. Oops, this way. But, I did like hearing all that fun stuff. So, sometimes you just go with the weird. Okay, looks like we've got a half moon coming up. All right. Okay. Oops. Close my face in the door. Which is also fun. Alrighty. But, yeah, I don't know what to do here. But I definitely need something. Maybe what I should grab is this, just these azurine blocks. I don't know if they might be too blue. Almost. Snoopers, try it again with exclamation point quote add instead of add quote. Yeah, StreamerBot does things a little differently. Yep. Hey, it happens. New bot. We're all dealing with the weirdness. Okay. So yeah, what am I doing? I'm dancing around like a fool. A fool who does not know what he's doing. All right, okay, so I think that worked. I actually don't know that I have any feedback on that. Okay, hang on. Let me double check. Settings, quotes. Yes, there it is. It's there. Quote number 25. Yeah. Well, Mix It Up was a little bit more forgiving too because it okay, I've got acacia. Oh, I do have roofs. Nice. You keep changing them and you might get it by luck. Yeah. All right, so do I want to just regular? Yeah, I think so. So that's slabs and some sticks, huh? Well, I think I can make that happen. Okay. So let's see what... this chocolate train is getting a little bit too friendly. Okay. Just a little bit. Okay. Right. So I was doing a thing. That signal might actually be able to go away. Think about it. All right. Right. The thing I was doing. Roof. That's it. Okay. Right. I remember how blocks work. Okay. That's totally not the block I wanted, but it's the block I'm going to use. Okay. Jetpacks are cool. All right. Now, I don't think I'm going to go with a fully peaked roof with this guy. But I do like the idea of bringing this around like so. Oops. Okay. I'll clean up my mess in a minute. But yeah, I do get a significant number of songs in my head on a regular basis, and it's fun. But because I also grew up with Weird Al as an influence in my life, more often than not, I end up changing the words to the songs because, you know, why would I want the songs to make why would I want to sing them the way the artist intended when I could sing them in a way that's just straight up bizarre? And that's just fun, right? Okay, so we're getting this action going, which is good because I'll put a roof in of some sort or a ceiling in, and then we'll have whatever attic space or whatever is going on here. Okay. All right. Actually, you know what? That makes those acacia logs on the corners work a little bit better. Okay, goes the ice cream truck. So, you know, that could be a thing. All right. I mean, you know, there were some songs I only knew from Weird Al. It wasn't until I heard them later that I was like, oh yeah, that's what that song is. Like, The Right Stuff by New Kids on the Block. Okay, I grew up in the 80s, the 90s, right? NKOTB was huge, right? Except I don't think I'd heard more than one song from them, and that wasn't it. I knew the song from Weird Al singing The White Stuff, wherein he sings all about Oreo cookies and the delicious cream filling in the middle. Right? It's just sometimes, you know, I almost feel like I want to give this a dark ceiling in here. Like if I were to bring in some dark oak or maybe brown terracotta, that might help in here because there is a lot of, this is a very bright room, right? With all of the, okay. Hang on, I gotta clean up a traffic jam. I don't know what I've done wrong, but definitely something here. This is, there it is.
There is something that is not right.
Yeah. Speaking of weird movies, that quote comes from the movie Zorro, the Gay Blade, and it is hilarious. I think it's fun. It's sort of a fun parody, not quite, but a comedic take on Zorro, and it is all sorts of fun. Also, apparently, I have. Oh, right. I've got all these fire resist potions. I went into the nether over the weekend and I didn't put my fire resist potions back. I don't need them right now. Okay. Hang on. Just throw those in there. Okay. There. That'll help. Oh, but it's oh, I forgot. I always forget the dude's name, guy who plays Zorro. But the story is basically brown. There it is, brown. Zorro. Oh, I don't have any brown? Okay. Sure. Anyway, so Zorro's father, or no, Zorro dies. The original Zorro dies of old age. And he sends a letter to his son and says, hey, or the son gets a letter that says, hey, your dad's dead. He's left you some things. Come deal with the stuff. And he goes in to check it out. And what he finds is his father has left him basically all of his Zorro gear. Okay, you know. So he doesn't know what to do with it because he's sort of a kind of a playboy. But sure enough, there's a costume. There's a masquerade ball happening, hosted by his old childhood friend, who's now the alcalde. And it's like, oh, yes, why don't I go to this party dressed as Zorro? And of course, something happens along the way where he stops the sheriff or something from roughing up one of the townspeople. And yeah, it ends up being just kind of silly and fun. But then we find out that our new Zorro actually is a twin. He has a twin brother. And yeah, it ends up being a little different, which is fun. Okay. Other than needing to bring in some lights, I think I like what's happening here with this darker roof. On the other hand, maybe I should put this brown terracotta for the floor? All right, chat. What do we do here? Do we replace the regular terracotta with brown terracotta? Because I do like this darker color, right? This sort of a brownish color. All right. And there we go. Ta-da. All right. I like the shape. I don't know that I like the brown down there. Or up here for the ceiling. All right. So let's try this. Let's take out this terracotta down here and let's replace it with the brown. And let's just see if it looks a little bit better on the floor. And if so, then we could try something a little bit different for the ceiling. I'm not sure what, but I definitely want it to be a solid color. Okay? Something that doesn't have a lot of noise to it. Because, you know, planks and stuff could be a problem, and because I just have a lot of, well, Hi. I'd like some more of your brown terracotta, please. Thank you. Okay, I'm just gonna get stuck here. Brown terracotta always looks good on the floor. Yeah, I think it's gonna be the way to go here. I really do. And then I'll figure out a lighter color for the ceiling. See, I was wanting to go with something. Right, I wanted this build to be bright, okay? Bright and fun and light and all that good stuff. And I think we're getting that. But the orange of the terracotta on the floor, I think might be a little much. And this is definitely too dark. Okay, so we'll take this out. All right, and oh, I'm also excited. There's a book out. I've been waiting for it to come out for a while. The book is called Everyone Wants to Rule the World Except Me. And it's a sequel to a book called How to Become the Dark Lord and Die Trying. And the first book was fun. A little vulgar. I'm going to tell you this ahead of time. If you are looking for family-friendly reading, this is not it, okay? I'll move it west by 1 block while I'm at it. Yeah, that's... That'll do it. But I'm excited. It's finally out. My library has it. I'm now on the wait list so I can read it. Somebody else got there first. All right. I might come in with... I don't know if I want to put the brown terracotta underneath the glass there or not. Is it anything like Douglas Adams? Yes and no. It's fun. It is lighthearted. It is the language is a little coarse, and our heroine has a number of intimate relationships, shall we say? But it's still a fun book. It's in if you were looking at anime, my son was telling me this is a part of the genre they call isekai. It's someone who's been pulled out of our world into a fantasy world of some sort or other. And it's fun. I mean, the idea... Yeah, the idea is that in the first book, and again, this isn't spoilers, this is how the book opens. This is chapter 1. Our main character is the hero of legend, right? She has been pulled from she's been pulled from our world to be the savior for the magical world she ends up in, okay? And every time she dies, she restarts right back at the mystic pool where she awoke in the first place. And there's the same wizard who shows up to tell her that she's the chosen one and, right, you know, that whole type of spiel. Okay. I need to figure out how to actually click on things. Oh, I think I left my redstone box downstairs. Cool. All right, so that's the deal. Well, she's been doing this now for a very long time. And she's tired of dying, and she's tired of failing. And so she decides she's had enough of it. She kills the wizard and decides she's going to take over the Dark Army, and she's going to become the Dark Lord. You got into a book where only discover that it was not family friendly, but also arguably family friendly. Okay. That's That's a fun combination. All right, let's get some more brown terracotta. It's definitely enough. I can't sleep when it's just raining. Yeah, and I don't go in for stories that just like to throw profanity at you just because it's cool and edgy and stuff. And this one never feels like it never quite feels like that. And it could just be the overall tone of the book. Yeah, you're right. This floor is better. I think I am going to come in here, though, with some... Actually, maybe the short brick would be the way to go here. I have that problem with some comics as well. I mean, stand-up comics, not like graphic novel type books. Is that they like to drop profanity just because it gets a cheap laugh, and they, you know, maybe they feel better about themselves or something. I don't know. But this book never quite feels like that's what he's doing. Yeah, who is the author on this, by the way, while I'm thinking about it? Holds. Okay. Django Wexler is the author. And I don't know if Wexler's written anything else, but yeah, this was fun. I heard it. The first book was recommended on a podcast I listened to. It's like, okay, this sounds cool. I got to find it. And I did, and it was fun. And you know what? I think I want to split this. Yeah, sometimes profanity can be fun. Okay. But yeah, there's a time and a place for it. I'm not quite that prudish, but I do like to... Okay, so if I bring this up this way. But, you know, it gets really old for me very fast. Okay. And so I have to be a little bit more... Try to be a little bit more careful about how much I'm dealing with. But there are definitely a couple of songs on my playlist that are not family friendly, and I'm okay with that because it's my playlist and not somebody else's. Okay, let's bring that down. I kind of like that being wider. I think that looks kind of cool from the outside. What does it look like from the inside? Aside from the fact Okay, I'm going to change it, but that was kind of cool. Having the regular terracotta there, it almost looked like the side was lit up a little bit more. All right. But yes, you know, I'm a good Christian gentleman who absolutely would never make off-color jokes in a family-friendly stream. No, never. Not once. We won't even talk about that stream where we went on for about 45 minutes about stripping as I was placing stripped logs in my cottagecore build. Yeah. Okay, I think this light looks cool, but I think it's going away. All right, so yeah, this floor is definitely much better than the regular terracotta we had before. The next question is, now that I've thrown all of my terracotta into brown terracotta, would this be better as the roof? Or should I come in with... Oh, actually, maybe the terracotta is wrong. What if I were to come in here with some stripped acacia? Do I have stripped acacia? Nope, I don't think I do. I mean, I've got like 9. Okay. Wonderful. But yeah, see if I come in with this stripped acacia, and obviously that is lacking in the stripping category here. Let's do something about that. Okay. And that doesn't need to be there. I mean, it's not bad. I feel like I need a little bit of something to go with this, but it's not. Let's get up here and we'll try it. We'll just bring this out this way. Okay. Okay, let's just put a roof in here and just see what this looks like. Though, in all honesty, I probably should put it on the other side to get a better feel for it, because I've got to cover up that the top of that control panel, which is going to be a little bit different. Ooh, honestly, if I were to slap a frog light. Let's see. Do I have frog? I know I have frog lights. I have all the frog lights. If I just slap an orange frog light on top of each of those. Okay. One, we're going to get some light going into this building, which is sorely missing. Okay. Yeah, and I think... Hi. Hang on, we're going to need some more logs. I know I have them. They're here somewhere. There. Okay. Okay. Bring that across here. See, that's not looking too bad. I kind of wish I could do a slightly different color for this, but I mean, I could get some sea lanterns. Actually, that might be good. Put a sea lantern in the floor. And maybe up top. That might give me the color I'm looking for. All right, we'll go deal with sea lanterns in a minute. Unless I brought some with me. I did run out to my... no, I didn't. I did run out to my Guardian farm just to double check and make sure I still had fish over there and stuff like that. And it turns out I did. Plenty of fish. Juicy sweets. Okay. All right. But yeah, putting some sea lanterns in there might be better instead of the frog lights. Especially on the floor. Right there. Because it is that sea lanterns are that blue and white light. Okay. Honestly, yeah, I think this is going to work. I might do a little bit of something to break up the pattern here, but I think this is going to work. Let's go see if I have sea lanterns. Otherwise, we're going to take a quick trip out to the Guardian farm and go get some. Lights. Okay. It's a bunch of frog lights. It's also possible they're not sorted there yet, so. Okie dokie. Yeah, well, my inventory is, yeah, my overflow storage is overflowing. So, you know, fairly typical of my, you know, general organizational state here. Okay. Set up to the portal. All right. Let's go get some frog lights. Also, probably put some of that stuff away. All right. There we go. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm excited that everyone wants to rule the world, but me is out, and looking forward to reading that. I have been rereading Lord of the Rings just a little bit here and there, which is fun. Say plenty of fish. Just sitting out in a hot environment, which is absolutely not a problem for fish. Okay. You know what? Let's grab a couple of stacks. 3 stacks is fine. All right. Yeah, it's just and it's good because I've read Lord of the Rings so many times that if I can just sit down and read a page or two, and yep, that's good. That is I'm fine at this point. Yeah, I know what's going on. I don't lose track, any of that stuff. It works out well. All right. Okay, and sandwich. Perfect. All right, so okay, that lives down there now. Okay, let's try this. We're going to look at both ends here. The color doesn't quite match. It's a little bit too green. But it's close. I don't know. Let's... No, I don't have the... I don't have all of the ceiling done. All right, where did I put the acacia? Cool. Let's go ahead and run this side. Okay, and we're gonna see what the colors look like here as this goes across. And so we can compare. We can take a look at what the frog light looks like, and then also what the sea lantern looks like, and just see if there's maybe a preference for one or the other. All right. So there's the sea lantern, or there's the sea lantern. There's the frog light, and there's the sea lantern. I think I like the frog light in the roof. Okay. I think the frog light in the roof is going to be the way to go. But in the floor, I don't know. The sea lantern is good. But if I were to come in with another frog light there, it does match, which is good. But also I might swap that out and bring this glass up a little further. Now, I don't know. Darn it, I think I may just go with the frog lights because I think it's going to give a... I kind of like the way it's blending with the orange here. So I think I'll do that, but I'm not totally sold on it. So if any of you have better ideas, let me know. But we're going to start there. Now this will get lit up once I light those. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Let's get another frog light in there. And yeah, so that's going to go up this way. We'll slap another frog light on top. Okay. This is giving a much more modern look in some ways to this ice cream shop, which is cool. I don't mind that at all. Ye old ice cream shop, this is not. And I'm okay with that. All right, so let's hop back up here and get the rest of this in. I'm going to have to go get some more acacia. Okay. Now, acacia is not my favorite wood to use. My favorite wood is actually spruce, but of course you wouldn't know that based on some of my other builds where I used a heck of a lot of cherry. But spruce is my favorite Minecraft wood type. Okay. All right, we'll get that. I think I'm out of acacia. Yeah. But I do like acacia. It's a nice block to use. I like the contrast you get out of it. I like that with the cherry too, for that matter. I'd like pairing both of those up with something darker, right? Whether it's deep slate or in this case the brown terracotta. I think you end up with a. Oh right, I don't have logs here. What are you talking about? At least I don't have acacia logs there. But yeah, I like all that stuff. All right, so let's grab some more acacia. All right. That might be too much, but that's fine. I can throw it in the storage, and then I will have acacia nearby. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I just saw the tall, dark oak tree. I wasn't sure that anything had really grown up the way I was expecting it to. Or was being cut down the way I was expecting it to, actually. I don't know why I came inside. Because I really need to be outside. I mean, maybe it's just the fact that I'm an avid indoorsman that I just want to be inside all the time. All right, so let's go ahead and do the thing. Yeah, that is one of the best parts, though, of having adult children, as I don't have to censor myself nearly as much. It's not that I swear, but my humor is not always the familiest of friendlies, or something. And it's nice now that I don't have to worry about it. You know? Yeah, my youngest is nearly 20, so at this point, I don't have to worry about the sensitive ears, you know? All right. Okay. Don't have it. Ah, jeez. All right. I had them here somewhere. All right. There we go. 1. Okay, so this is looking better. Now, let's go and take the torches out. Do it on light. Light levels are okay. And we've got a little bit of light coming in from some torches on the outside too, but I do need a little bit more light, I think, over here. I don't know quite what I want to do. I kind of want to put some more light here. So let's try this. Okay. I'm going to run that this way. Let's stick a couple of frog lights underneath here. All right, frog lights. Hello, frog lights, my old friend. Kind of place you down again. Ah, nope. Okay. Well, one of those lights is in the right place. The other one, not so much. Okay, that's not too bad. I don't quite like... Oh, let's try something. I don't know if this is going to work, but let's try something. Let's come out here, right, where I've got this orange. So what I'm going to do here, oops, that one does need to be there, is let's come out here with this white glass. Okay. And I might... Oh, I wonder if that's my connected textures playing funky with that, but it's not too bad. Let's take a look at it from the inside. Okay. Oh, that's not too bad at all. You still get the orange here where it's all lit. So we get the same sort of effect that we have here. It would be nicer if the glass didn't connect here, but there's no avoiding that. That's just how that works. Okay, it's not bad though. It's definitely not bad. So let's come back around out here. All right, so we're going to make a change here. I just want to take a look. If I were to do white all the way across like that. No, I don't think I like that. It's not bad, but I think I like the orange better. Okay. Okay. Again, step back. Let's not get hit by a train as it goes by. But yeah, I think that's better. And it's fun. From this side, it looks like it's white glass. I mean, that's what you see. You don't really see the orange behind it. But when you're on the inside, you do see the orange. And then with the frog lights, and so you get the same feel as these sort of light pillars we got going on here. But with I don't know, a little bit of something else. Okay. Okay. You know, you still... Okay, we'll see if Minecraft crashes on me. Nope, we're back. Okay. But no, we still get the window look while still getting the light pillar look as well. I think that's really cool. And honestly, I do like those pillars. Uh-oh, you have to go. That sounds like something you may want to deal with in a hurry. So I don't know what it is, but take care, and whatever else is going on, enjoy. And I hope things go well, Snoopers. I hope things aren't too bad. It's nothing scary. So thanks for hanging out, and have a great rest of your evening. I might move this. What if we were to pop this here, take that out? Whoa, those are the wrong blocks. You know, frog lights need a tool. I don't know what tool they need or would be appropriate for frog lights, but I kind of think it would be a hoe. I don't know why, but there's just a part of me that says, you know what? Frog lights look like they need a hoe. Oh, just remembered about something going on. Nice. Okay. Well, I'm glad it's nothing bad. Yeah, so we're going to get that type of look here too. Okay. Nice. All right. Sweet. Yeah, and obviously I'm going to be running a layer probably of just acacia acacia slabs across the top there. All right, that's good. So now the only thing I need to worry about is the ordering system, which maybe I'll put the ordering system over here. I've got some acacia planks now. Let's get some buttons. Acacia buttons would be helpful. Okay. So all right, so something like that. No. And I could put the ordering button right there. Okay, I can't put it on this side. There's nothing there. And obviously I've just eaten up that space. But that'll work. And that brings a little bit more light to this area. Now it's just a question of, do I want to replace this azurine with the blue bricks? I don't know. I do not know. I do know that I want some doors. Let's see. I think I want acacia glass doors. Okay. I do not have glass panes, which is an annoyance, but it's an easily solved annoyance. Okay. All right. Send those back. Go back to the shadow. Okay. One of these things is not like the other. Okay. Yeah, I think that's going to look okay. Now, I am thinking of putting a little bit of a patio out here. Now, I could continue this with the terracotta. This is an idea. Okay, could bring the terracotta out this way. And then, hang on, let's get some acacia slabs. Okay. And we'll bring the slabs over like so. Maybe not quite like that, but like this. All right. Okay. Train. So that's okay. I was thinking of just making this patio sort of an acacia thing, but I think that would be too orange. This brings the terracotta outside, and I think we get some good stuff going on. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, definitely bringing this orange glass out there is going to help fill in that corner just a little bit. Now, I could... Okay. Let's get a frog light. Okay, because I could put a frog light here and definitely light that up, but I don't get the lights on the top. Okay. This is similar to what's happening here. Okay. But right here is, I've got this corner of this roof, right? So I could put a frog light here, and then I would just need to maybe do this. Hang on. Go. So I could do something along those lines. I don't like what this is doing here. It just feels awkward. It's just the... Yeah, it's just the pattern on the bottom is facing the wrong way. I mean, okay, but... Oh, that bugs me. Oh, that bugs me so much. All right. That's fine. But now this brings some of this light out here, which is good. All right. Okay. And it's not like I needed a lot of light, and there is some light already bleeding through the windows from inside, but... Okay, this is looking pretty nifty, if I do say so myself. And I did, because it's my stream, and that's just how streaming works. Okay. So, let's go ahead and get a bunch of acacia slabs here. Okay, and we're just going to... I'm just going to slab this over. I might... I might get one of the shallow roof blocks. There's yeah, if I were to come in here, there's yeah, one of these guys. What am I missing? Oh, planks. Okay. We can do it. I mean, there's a little bit of stripped acacia. I know I've got more acacia here somewhere. There it is. Ta-da! Okay. All right, so I want to get this stripping. That can go away. I don't care about that anymore. And do I still have sticks? Yes. Cool. All right, so let's get ourselves some... that counter might be interesting. Right, I need roof blocks. I'm not going to get a lot yet. I want to test this and see what this looks like, but... Woohoo! All right. Is that going to look okay? Yeah, it goes from a 45 degree to something a little bit shallower, but I think that's going to look okay. So, shiny. All right, so we can go with that. Whoopsies. All right, so this will go that way and then that way. Cool. All right. So, the good news is this is actually going to be fairly easy to place. Oh, let's not cover that up yet because I have to get in there and program those. I should do that here sooner rather than later, I think. Doing. Time is good. So, all right. Admittedly, this is starting to look a little bit like a McDonald's, but that is okay. The roof is going to be spawn-proof, and we're not going to have to worry about it. Okay, so we'll get all of this in place. All right. Yeah, because I think we'll do some... The detailing will come in on Thursday. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll do the detailing on Thursday, but let's see if I can get the rest of this building done. Okay. Of course, I've given myself a little bit of a problem with the way that light goes there, but we'll see. That shouldn't be too bad to work with. Okay. So let's see what else is going on. Not a whole lot. Also been rewatching the Star Wars live action stuff. So I watched the prequels the other day. Not like all at once over the course of a couple of days. And that was fun. Revenge of the Sith is a fun one. Yeah, so I watched those. Rewatched Kenobi. My Andor rewatch apparently is happening next. So that'll be fun. And I liked Andor. I mean, so the original or the first season is not my favorite. It's a little darker than I particularly enjoy with Star Wars, or just in general. It's an excellent show, not one I enjoy, if you understand the difference. Okay. All right, so let's get our flavors here. Right down here. So we are going to need flavors. All right, fortunately, there's not a lot of flavors I have to worry about here. So, all right, so I'm going to need chocolate, and we're going to need apple here eventually somewhere. Okay, guess I'm going to. Actually, you know what I might do? Given that I don't have all of the ingredients handy, let's just do this. We'll throw the chocolate in there. And let's just grab a couple of bowls here. Okay. We're going to have a few extra, but that's okay. And let's just go. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can do this. I can place bowls on belts. All right. So we'll let that all fill up. And we'll just use the flavors themselves. Oh, let's sleep. And then we'll use the flavors themselves. I need those anyway, I think, because I think I want to... I don't know if I want to put those on the menu. I mean, I kind of do, but also they're a little bit harder to see what they are, so... Okay. Okay, so we've got chocolate, we've got bowls, we've got all this stuff. Okay. So, oh, let's, I had some glow frames here. There we go. Okay. Oops. All right, so we can do it this way. So we've got, okay. Right, do I want to do it that way? I guess. So, vanilla. Let's be sure I'm doing this in the same order. Oh, of course, I'm going to have to go get 2 of all of these, which is fine, I guess. Apple, chorus fruit, sweet berry, glowberry, and actually, let's swap this. We'll do the melon here, and we'll do the chorus fruit there. Okay. And then, obviously, I've got one that's just not. So, and that's okay. So I wish I could make these invisible. I mean, I could go get some regular item frames, because then I could make them invisible. All right, let me see. First off, let me see if I have some in my inventory. That would be unusual. Item frames. No, I've got item vaults, but I don't have item frames. Maybe I've got some leather downstairs in my pile of junk. No. No, I don't. Do you have apples and melons and chocolate? But I don't have chorus fruit or... Oh, I do have chorus fruit. Chorus fruit. Apple. Melon. I don't think I have berries here either, so... Because there would be something to be said for that, but I don't have an icon for just plain vanilla, so... So that's fine. Let's go get some item frames. You know, I do have a door. I could be using that. I'm not, but I could be. You know, that would be definitely a thing that could happen. All I've got some signs. I actually need those canvas signs downstairs. All right, well, I've got leather. Leather's good. All right, and let's get 7. Okay, I would like to get 7, but I can't. I would like to tell you to go see Norma Wilcox, but I can't. Okay. All right, so... The Incredibles was such a good movie, too. I like movies. What can I say? I don't watch them as much as I used to, and I don't watch a lot of TV as much as I used to, but it's good. All right, so let's... Okay. Turn off that bit. Thank you. Okay, let's just take these out. Okay. All right, and let's try this with regular item frames. All right. All right, so now if we put vanilla there, chocolate, melon, apple. No, apple. Okay, and then chorus fruits. Okay, and then what was it? Sweet berry, glowberry, chorus fruit. All right, and then trigger if invisible. Oops. Invisible. There we go. Okay. Try that again. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think for most of those that works. I mean, the plain is a little bit, blends in a little bit. The apple blends in a little bit, but I think the rest of these are going to be okay. Yeah, I think that's good. I do need to get more of the other ice creams so I can set their frequencies here. And then I need to finish the roof, which is why I'm doing this in the first place, is so I can finish the roof. Okay. Okay, so that goes there and there. There and there. All right. Back up to the top. Let's grab our ice cream. So much ice cream. All right. Oops. All right. Yeah, so I think this is going to work. So let's be sure the order matches. So it's vanilla, chocolate, apple, melon, sweet berry, glowberry, chorus fruit. Okay? Good. All right, so let's whip around the outside. We'll set those frequencies. Okay. Oh. Okay, I can't do chocolate and chocolate here, so let's do bowl. Okay, we'll do an empty bowl for that one. Because that's what it's doing anyway. So I just want to come down here and set that before I get things confused. Okay. Great. All right, and then I'll set the order as it's supposed to be in there. Okay. Oops, not this way. This way. Sweet. All right. So, vanilla, chocolate, apple, melon, sweet berry, glowberry, chorus fruit. All right. Nice. And now let's go. We'll set these guys. So this one is plain. Okay. This next one is the chorus fruit. Okay. Coarse fruit, then... Oh, no. I take that back. So chocolate is this one out here. Okay, so that one's chocolate. Coarse fruit is the next one in line. Go. This one is melon. Okay, melon. Apple. Okay, I know this. The berries are together. Right, so that's apple. Sweet and then glow. All right. Okay. Sweet berry, glow berry, and then this one is just ice cream. Just plain. All right. Wonderful. So now what I should be able to do, assuming I can get up here, is I should be able to come over here and say, I want glowberry ice cream. Oops, and I did not change the order where the ordering system is, because that would have made sense. Okay, where's my wrench? Okay. Also, let's just grab a clipboard here too. Okay. All right, all right, clipboard. Copy that. This way. All right. All right, so this radio comes in right over here, which, of course, I can't get at because of, yeah. So I believe this goes here, and then paste like that. All right, I think that's right. So we should be 2 blocks up. That is Y73. So on this side, Y73. Yes. Okay. Cool. All right. I think that's... I don't know. It feels wrong, but... All right. We'll try it here and see. All right. So if I want glowberry ice cream, select glowberry. We hit the thing. And we should see, yep, there goes the bowl. Squirty, squirty. And it should come up. Clipboard away. Eventually, takes it a minute. Glowberry ice cream. Perfect. It does work. Lovely. Oh, I love it when things work. One of my favorite things about builds is when they work. And redstone and all of that stuff. Awesome. All right. So now that that works, let's finish getting... Whoa. Hi. Let's finish getting the roof in place. Okay. And now I need a bunch of other things. Cool. All right, so let's get some... stuff. Wow. Right. Well, so that's a thing, and then I guess I'm going to need sticks. So, cool. Let's turn all of these into sticks. Awesome. And now we're gonna get ourselves some of these. Okay, that should be enough to get around the outside of this. Woohoo! Ah, these roof blocks are cool. I mean, I could, if I didn't have this, I'd do stairs for the first one, and then I would do slabs after that. But I do have roof blocks, and so we're going to use them. And the other good news here is none of this is spawnable, so I don't have to worry about needing light on top of any of this. It's just here. All right, so now here's where things are going to get a little bit funky. So let's bring this way. All right, so I think what I'm going to do here, I think I'm going to go ahead and slab there and do that, that, and that. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay. Yeah, I think that works. It's nothing overly crazy, and we've got ourselves a reasonable roof here. So, all right. All right, so now, okay. Now I've got way too many blocks in my inventory and no place to put them. Awesome. Okay, cool. Nope, we're gonna be fine. Just gonna take that out. All right. So now I need something here, right? Now, acacia. So what I could do, and it actually wouldn't be too bad, would be what did I see? I saw some of the acacia counters. Yeah, right. So there's like these stripped acacia counters, or we can just go completely, like there's a cupboard, right? There's a counter. We can do something along those lines. I do like the idea of it being just one thing, but I could also see that's a cupboard, which might be okay. Yeah, I might be able to make this all work. So let's get. I don't think I want the acacia cupboard counter. At least not for all of it. So I'd like the acacia counter, but I kind of want it just to be all orange. But maybe I could do this. All right, and then yeah, the stripped acacia counter. And then is there a stripped acacia cupboard? Yeah. Okay. Well, that might work, though. I really would kind of I guess I could take this. So I'm going to need a bunch of wardrobes. Okay, cabinet door. Let's go see if I have cabinet doors already crafted. I might. Because I had a bunch of those. I made up a bunch of those at one point for some other furniture. And I think I might have had some left over. Okay. All right, so let's see what I've got over here in the furniture box. Furniture. Oh, I do. I don't have a lot of those though, so I do have some drawers. Let's bring the drawers too, because I might need to do something with those. Okay. But if I were to just take not the wardrobe. Oh, actually, I do need the wardrobe. I need a bunch of those. Because this is how the counters end up. All right, so let's get down here. I think we're going to do something cool. This is, though, now that I look at this, this might be the wrong thing, but hey. All right, so. Okay, so if I wanted to make these guys. I need to take an acacia wardrobe, which I've got, plus slabs, which... Okay, I've got there. All right, nice. Those are all cupboards, though. Which I guess it's okay. I was just thinking I might just take a regular counter, but... Okay, let's just take these 4 for the moment. All right. And what I want to do is... Yeah, let's take these out. Okay. All right, yeah, let's craft up a couple more of these. And then, here, let's turn these around. Oops. Nope. All right, so now, can I open these? Yes. All right, nice. So, this is where the ice cream comes in, right? So if I come over here and I decide I want to order some chocolate ice cream, it'll pop up here. Which is great. But, all right. Just looking to see if there was a counter that did not have drawers. There is, but not that's. There isn't one that's just basically just the orange, right? There's this with the log, like the bark on the outside. These guys have it too, but because the doors are here, it's just more orange. Okay. So let's do this. I've got an item frame. Okay. And we'll just stick that there. Turn that invisible. But there, that will mark where we can get our ice cream. Okay, so next, let's get over here and fix this train problem. You. Oh, I'm about to ruin that wandering trader's day. Bye, guys. All right, you know, it's not every day you get pushed around by an ice cream truck, but nope, that's just gonna be his life now. Nice. Let's grab those leads. Cat. Oh, is he? I don't know if that wandering trader is dead or if he's still getting pushed around. I'm actually really curious now. Well, he's not getting pushed around anymore, so I'm going to go with wandering trader got run over by an ice cream truck. Which, yeah, sounds like fun. For the ice cream truck. Not so much for the wandering trader, but that's okay. We can live with that. I'm totally okay living with that. All right, so let's grab backpack toolbox. Okay. All right, that goes there. I'm not going to need that button anymore. All right, so. Okay, actually, I really like this little counter here. I suppose it might have been better to try to get ordering in. Oh, I need to get the other side of that. I could do it with glass, but I really don't want to be able to see this. Oh, the glass did connect there. All right, that's fine. Um, okay. So let's see. I have quartz, right? Some quartz blocks. What can I do with quartz blocks? Bunch of things that are not particularly useful. Yeah, I mean, I could do quartz pillared walls and stuff, but I want something solid. Unfortunately, the modern wall. I mean, maybe that would work. Okay, let's try it, but I'm not overly hopeful here. Oh, well, that wherever that is, it's not where I want it to be. Yeah, right there. Cool. The one place that I could put that where it needs to not be. Okay. Again. Again. Dude. Come on. That's just not good. All right. All right, all right. All right, that's not bad. All right. It's not ideal. I actually want something that's a little flatter here. But I don't think I've got another option for that as far as the walls go. So I can go with that. I mean, I could, right? I could take like a white garage door approach here, some iron and some glass. I have both of those things. Glass and I know I have iron. Okay, I've got it in block form, but that's fine. Okay. Let's grab that and let's craft up some white garage doors. I might need one more. Okay. That's fine. All right. Let's try that instead of these walls and just see what that looks like. The only thing that I'm a little concerned about with the garage door is that it's got this blue window along the top. Okay, which is not, I guess that's not too bad. It blends in okay. And so I could then open it up and get at that if I needed to. I wish I could get it without the blue at the top. I don't want the windows up there. I just want it to be white. And unfortunately, I don't think I've got an option to change that. I mean, it's cool and all, but no, let's go back to the walls. All right. Which is fine. I mean, the garage doors are cool. I'll find a use for them later, but okay. We're back to this game again. Hi, I don't know how to place blocks game. And yeah. Okay. So that'll work. It doesn't open, but I have a pickaxe, and so I can open it regardless. Which sounds good to me. All right. Sweet. So I think we've got ourselves a building. Okay. Grab something here. That goes there. Crafting table goes there. Let's drop off this ice cream. Okay. Oops, I can get in. I can totally get in. But yeah, see, I could... Yeah, so we can just throw some ice cream in there. And what am I missing? So that's chorus fruit, glowberry, sweetberry, melon, apple, chocolate. I'm just missing the plain ice cream. All right, so if I just hit plain and go, then and it takes a minute. Okay. Yep, it'll be up here in a minute. There it is. There we go. There's all of our flavors of ice cream. Okay, and that's good, right? Okay. All right. So, we have ourselves an empty shop. All right. Yeah, I think what I'll do is, so we'll do all the decorative nonsense, all the detailing and stuff on Thursday. But I think what I'm going to do is we'll set up a table or two out here, right? For those who like to eat their ice cream outside, and then I can set up a few tables in here. I wasn't expecting to actually build this out as a restaurant with all of the tables and stuff where you could sit, but I wanted it to be a little bit bigger. Just because I wanted the building to be a little bit bigger. So yeah, so we've got ourselves a nice little ice cream shop here. And this looks okay. It's not bad from the outside. So you get the gray there from the acacia, but it's not bad. It actually blends in with the blue reasonably well, so I'll let it slide. So that's good. I wonder, let's come back to the counters. Yeah, I mean, we've got some acacia counters, but they're stripped all the way around the outside, but you get that log top on it, right? And I would honestly rather have it just be orange. So, yeah, I mean, it's fine. I think it'll be okay. All right, so yeah, we'll just come in here and we'll get our stuff going. But this is fine. We'll get plenty of seating, because yeah, what we can do here with tables, right, is here I can do like the stripped acacia tables and coffee tables and things, right? So we can set up a bunch of tables and we can do, right, there's a bunch of acacia chairs, which I think we'll do these ones. Those are mangrove, but yeah, not the stools, but we'll take from some of these chairs. I think actually I like these ones. The stripped acacia striped chair. Right, these guys. And we'll use a bunch of those in here too. Okay. Nice. So that's going to be the plan for future me. But I like where this is going. And yeah, getting just a little bit of... Don't get hit by the train. Thanks. Okay. Yeah, this isn't looking bad. It would be kind of nice to add a little bit of light here, but there really isn't a way to do that given the way this is all set up. So it's all right. That is just fine. Sweet. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay. Okay, oh, let's sleep. Hey. All right, all right. So yeah, so we'll get some well, let's start crafting up some of that stuff now. Right, so if I want to craft up, let's craft up some tables first. Right, so if I want acacia tables, I need a bunch of stripped acacia coffee tables. Okay, which is stripped logs and an acacia fence. All right, so fortunately, I happen to have lots of acacia that I've lost here somewhere. Okay. Also, I happen to have a bunch of blocks now that I don't need. All right. All right, so we're going to grab these, and I do need a bunch of sticks. All right. Because I need some, well, not that much. Let's say that much. All right. Okay, so let's now craft up. Oh, I need stripped logs, which I don't have right handy, so let's head up to the workshop and use the stripper. Okay, that sounds bad, but you know, we'll come in here and we'll strip the bark off the log. Now I could do it with the saw, but I think I want to do this with the axes. Yeah, axe. Lock that one. Okay. Oi. Give me my... Alright. Knife goes back in there. Okay. And I am out of axes. Cool. Alright, hang on. I must axe. Fortunately, I have villagers, and we've got lots of axes. And, jeez. What I don't have is inventory space. Okay. No, this is perfectly fine. Hi. 26, 21, 6, 22. All right. Well, there's an axe, which should... It'll get me through the first round, which is fine. It's got unbreaking on it, so it might last a little bit longer. I don't know if it matters in this equipment, but... Axe. All right. Cool. Now, the reason I want to do this here instead of using the saw over there, which would also do it, is this way I get tree bark. And the tree bark can be turned into paper, and that's handy, right? I don't have a sugarcane farm, so... I mean, I do, but I'm just turning all of the sugarcane into sugar. So we'll let that go. Should be done with this in just a moment. Yeah, what I was working on the other day is my kelp farm broke. Like, something had happened and this whole contraption had just disappeared into the ether. Well, what I decided to do, because all of this is full for the kelp, is I came through here. Let's eat this glowberry ice cream. Cool. Bring the elevator because it's the only way over. I set up a thing here so that it's now composting the kelp. So I'm getting some bone meal from the farm here. And then all of the extras will get destroyed. But it's good. It's giving me an extra... It's giving me a bone meal farm that I don't really have one that works well. Well, this one works a little bit better, so that's good. Unfortunately, I think sometimes it doesn't pull in quite fast enough, and so I actually end up losing some kelp out the chute, but that's all right. It's not perfect, but I don't really need it to be, so we'll call it good. All right. All right, might as well. No, I guess up is fine. Don't know that it really makes a difference one way or another. It's winding and slow both ways. I wonder how often these llamas have been hit by trains. Oh, interesting that this one has slightly less health than that one. Huh. Okay. That's cool. All right. Also, since I have to come down here and get the crafting table anyway. All right. So let's get a bunch of these. That's probably close enough. All right. So now I want tables. Okay, so you know what? They're all tables now. All right, so we're gonna have oops, that's not right. Hi. No. Honestly, I might have wanted to keep that one a coffee table. This is one of those cases where I have an even number. But I think that's okay. If I stick a chair here and a chair here, it'll work out all right. And then let's see. Let's do a bigger table right over here. Right, we can do something like that maybe. And here we'll do a I don't know. We can do a couple of larger tables like that. This one, maybe I will do a couple of small ones here. This is a big table. I think I want one that's quite that big. And I think I want to move it over like that. Okay, got some weird sizing to it, but that's cool. No, I mean, yeah, but no. Slide it this way. And okay, I don't want a table too close to the ordering system, so I guess maybe that would be okay. We'll get some chairs in there and honestly, I'm kind of thinking going with sort of the mishmash. There, we've got this sort of clear path and we've got a clear path over here. All right. Okay. That's not a place for a table at all. All right, let's go see what we can do about chairs now. Okay, so chair. So I'm looking at these ones, right? So fences, stripped, and a slab. Okay, so I do have some fences. We're going to need some more of them, I think. But, right, because stripped, striped. Yes. That one. Yeah, all right, so we're going to need some more fences. And now I can't do any of them anymore. Because, oh, actually, maybe I can. 24, sure. It's a lot of chairs, but I think it's good. All right, so So we got a chair going on there. Got these guys happening here. All right, we've got a couple of, yeah, we'll just get some, and said it's going to be a little bit, I think we're going with a little bit of sort of the mishmash of, yeah, the chairs aren't all in a perfect place. I mean, these ones might be. Okay. Right, these guys, maybe we'll have a couple of chairs like that. Let's see. Do I want any more chairs, or is that kind of okay? All right. Well, I was going to save the detailing for Thursday, but this is where we are now. And the light's not bad. It is a little bit dim kind of over here, but that's okay. And I think all of the tables are good. So that's fine. All right, now I could come out then with item frames and put some ice cream and stuff down, but I think we're kind of okay. So yeah, let's sleep. Again, a little bit dim here, but still spawn proof, I think. So I'm okay with that. Yeah, woohoo! All right, I'm down here now. I'm trying to decide if I wanted to slap down one more table, but because I could put another table, right? I could put another table here. Right. Guess that's it. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure I like that. I mean, I could put it here on the edge. That might make some sense. This is what I get for living in a town that, one, doesn't have a lot of outdoor restaurants, and two, it's freaking cold, so nobody wants to go eat outside for half the year. So there is not a lot of outdoor seating, so all right, I can kind of live with that. All right. All right, so yeah, that's not bad. I mean, yes, I could come in with the tables and do the, well, see, what I want is acacia tops or bark tops with stripped bottoms. But that's not really an option. Okay, the end table, maybe I could do that. Get something closer, but no, I think this will work. Okay. But yeah, I think this is good. Let's jumble these chairs up a little bit. Slap one there. And, you know, because maybe somebody wants to sit here and look out and watch the trains as they go by, or not go by, as the case may be. You know, it happens. It totally happens, right? Right. All right, so we've got some chairs. And again, this is where the orders come in. Oh, this is great. I like it. It's like not perfect by any means, but it definitely has that a bit of a modern vibe to it, which I'm totally down with. And I mean, I love this blue brick. I wish we could have. We need more blue in Minecraft. Just in vanilla Minecraft, we need more blue blocks that aren't lapis or concrete. But I like that. And actually what might be good, I mean, it's not bad. I was just wondering if I would want to kind of mix up the bricks here a little bit. But honestly, I think I'm okay with it. Okay, this guy is definitely stuck. Okay, you go that way. All right. Oh, that's not good. No, this isn't good at all. All right. Hang on. Put that back. All right. And you, why don't you come over here? And you go that way. Okay. It's not great, but given that that guy was getting stuck and there's just lots of getting stuck happening here, maybe it'll start to clear up. There we go. All right. All right, cool. Well, I think this is going to do it. Sitting up here on the windmill. Okay, it's definitely very orange. From the top, it said it looks really orange, and I wanted something that was more blue. But there's a lot of blue. So on the outside, yeah, it's very orange. But when you come inside, there's still, I mean, the orange still comes through with these tables. But you get a lot more of the blue from the brick here. Kind of wondering if I made a mistake with the acacia chairs and stuff, but it's all right. It continues to bring the orange down, and I like this for the ice cream. I don't know. There might be a couple of more details I could put here. You know, I could drop in a brewing stand, like it's for toppings or something, which would be kind of cool, right? But I don't know what else I would do to decorate here, but let's see. I know I've got some brewing stands. Let me see if I have any extras. Obviously, I can craft a bunch of them, so let's just craft some. I only need a couple of them, so it shouldn't be too bad. Right, so what do I need for a brewing stand? Cobblestone, blackstone, or cobble deep slate, and a blaze rod. Well, I definitely have some blaze rods. Okay, and I think I've got some cobblestone. Yep. All right, let's come over here. And let's craft up some of those. I don't know that I need all three, but a couple of them I think are going to be good. All right, I think they're just going to look... They're just going to look good on the... sitting on that counter in here. Okay. Oh, I wonder... I guess I could just put water bottles there, but... Let's see. I don't... Well, I don't have bottles, but I know where I can get some. Okay. Let's come over here. Because there's a bunch of them just sitting right here on the... at this factory here. Yep. And I only need 3. But I guess we're taking half a stack. Which is fine. Okay, over this way. Yeah, I think setting this up as a nice little park area. All right, we'll finish grassing this in, turn that into a park. Okay, I think it'll be good. All right, so we'll throw a couple of those in and we'll do, okay. Yeah, that'll work. Right, it's like we've got some toppings or something here. All right. Nice. Nice. I think this is going to work out beautifully. Yep. So we can pick our flavor and be good. All right. Yeah, I think this is it. So the outside needs some work. The outside definitely needs some work, but all in all, I think this is going to be okay. All right. Well then, we'll just hang out here for a minute, and I think we'll just call it a night. I want to thank all of you for hanging out with me today because this has been fun working through the ice cream shop. I definitely need to give a shout out to my supporters over there at musicfreegaming.com who are awesome and amazing. You too can become a supporter by going to musicfreegaming.com and signing up to help support the show. Because this is a viewer-supported show. So if you want to do that, that would be awesome. And let's see. And you get all sorts of cool perks too. So check that action out. My next stream will be Thursday, 6 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. And until then, be excellent to each other. And this is Music Free Gaming signing off.